judging you would never do anything that you're doing. Who you bring around has your ear. What purpose are you serving in my life? Social media is not your identity. Nothing will be in my life if it is draining me. I have to be there for myself first. Your early 20s is all about learning. How do I stay motivated? With another YouTube video. If you guys are new, hey, my name is Michaela. Returning, hey bestie. Now, if y'all don't know, I'll be 22 next week on April 1st, and I just wanted to drop a quick video because I was supposed to drop a video this past coming week, but my footage had got deleted, so I was like, let me go ahead and drop this video that I had on my mind and release it for you all. So, yeah. You can't already tell by the video. This video will basically just be a summary of 21 things that I learned since I've been 21, because your girl will be 22. Being 21, this has been a very rocky road. I've learned a lot about myself. I feel like I've matured at a very rapid pace. And honestly, all I'm gonna say is that your early 20s is all about learning. And that's all I've been doing, is learning about myself, learning about how I want my future to look for myself, and just bettering myself overall. So yeah, these are not in order or anything like that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. The first one that I have was God's plan is greater than yours. Surrender all control and trust him always. It'll always leave you with the best outcome. I say this because sometimes in life it's so much easier to feel like you already have everything planned out in life. You know what you want to do, you know who you want to become, and you know all the steps to get there. But sometimes you're gonna encounter some obstacles that kind of push you back or may redirect you, simply because your plan is not better than God's plan. And that's just God trying to tell you, like, hey, I need you to do this so you can do this, you know? And that's something I kind of had to realize, because I always felt the need to be in control, and I had to learn that God's plan was better than my own. And it was very, very hard doing this because, like I said, I'm very independent and I love doing things by myself. So trying to understand to fully surrender to God was something that was hard, but it was definitely something that was doable, you know? Definitely something that helped me in the long run. The next thing that I learned was social media isn't anything. It's a tool, not an identity. Make sure you guys take breaks. Now, I say this because now we have TikTok and we have Instagram and we have all these social media platforms that people use to create and build these personal brands on. And a lot of times people think they know people based off your social media account. And I want you guys to know that social media is not your identity. Social media is not who you are. But yes, use your social media platform to build your brand, to promote your business and things like that, but know that social media is not real. I be telling people all of that all the time, because what somebody can post on social media is not, 9 times out of 10, it's not what they're going through in real life. And even if they are posting their accomplishments and stuff like that, they're still going through real life stuff that they're not showing you completely. That was something that I also had to learn. I was always wanting to be friends with people who were social media famous or had big businesses or just created luxury and soft girl content. And then when I go ahead and meet them, they is not like that in real life at all. And one thing about me, I'm very authentic and I'm very vulnerable on social media. I'm okay with showing what I'm going through and talking about certain topics, because that's kind of who I want to promote myself as. So yeah, know that social media is not your identity. Social media does not define who you are, but definitely use it to your advantage, okay? Number 3 is consistency beats motivation. This one actually should have been number 1, but people ask me all the time, how do I stay motivated? And the real answer is, you're never going to be motivated all the time. What keeps you motivated is your consistency and your discipline. Discipline is doing things when you don't feel like it. So when you continue to show up for yourself and continue to be consistent in everything you do, whether it's going to the gym, creating content, waking up a little bit earlier, going to work on time, maybe just reading for 10 minutes, drinking your water, eating healthier, just little things like that. When you start being consistent and you start seeing those things pay off and you start seeing the results, like maybe you're waking up a little bit happier, maybe you're getting a bigger butt, maybe you're shredding some weight off your body, like when you start seeing the results of that, that's all the motivation you're gonna need. And that's what I truly tell people, because I don't feel like recording every day. I don't feel like promoting my business every day. I don't feel like posting every day. But the more I do it, the more it's like, okay, I like the results from these, so I'm gonna continue to do it, okay? Showing up for your business even on hard days is what builds success. It's kind of what I put on the side of it. Number 4, boundaries are necessary in relationships, friendships, and business. Protecting your peace is key. And I feel like this was something that was kind of hard for me to learn, but at the same time, it helped me grow so much as a person. Because one thing about me, I love helping people. I love just being there for people. I feel like I'm always the glue. Like, you know, I want to do whatever it takes to help somebody, to make them feel better. And one thing I had to learn was that sometimes you have to set boundaries in place for people and let them know that, yes, I want to help you and I want to be there for you, but I have to be there for myself first. You know, because I would be depressed, down bad myself, and still be trying to help the next person. And it's like, no, you have to set boundaries in place and be okay with stepping back sometimes, you know, and just allowing yourself to breathe and not taking over, not being in control of everything. It's okay. You do not have to be the person that brings everything together, that molds everything together. Sometimes you gotta get your own life together first, okay? It's okay to pivot. What worked before may not work now, and that's okay. Growth requires change. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to change. I know a lot of people don't like trying new stuff, but I'm telling you that change can either make or break you. And I say this because change can be such a beautiful thing, but if we are not paying attention to how we're changing and what we're changing, sometimes that change can break you. I also want you guys to understand that it's okay to change and it's okay to pivot. And I say this because as a business owner, sometimes it's hard for us to realize, like, okay, this content strategy is not working out. Let me try something else. Because when we tried it 3 weeks ago, we was getting 100+ sales on it, and now we're getting something else, and it's not the same outcome. So as a business owner, that's something that was easy for me to adapt to. But in real life, babe, changing and pivoting and being okay with the pivot is hard, and it's exhausting, and sometimes you don't want to do it. I feel like this year something that I had to adjust to or learn how to pivot from was living by myself. So you guys know I moved out when I was 20. So I moved out in March, but then I turned 21 in April. So we still want to put that up there up in 21 because, yeah, I didn't have my own place for a year now, so I could talk about it. But something that I had to adjust to or pivot to was the transition of living by myself. And that was something that was very hard for me because I love schedules. I'm obsessed with routines and stuff like that, and having to create a routine where nobody else was involved and it was just myself, and learning to love myself and be by myself and be okay with being by myself was a huge shift and a huge change for me. But I want you guys to understand that it's okay to change. Give yourself time, okay? Now, the next one is quality over quantity in friendships. A few solid people in your corner are more valuable than a crowd. Now, me, I'm just now trying to make new friends. I'm not antisocial, but I would definitely say I'm very, I know who I want around me. I know what energy I want around me, and I just can't be in the presence of everybody, you know? And who you bring around has your ear. So whatever they're saying to you, whatever they're pouring into you, I always want it to be positive. I don't want to be talking about people all the time. I don't want to be clever. I don't want to be drinking. So one thing about me, babes, I got my good 2-3 friends, and that's it, and that's all. But yeah, I feel like once you understand that the quality of your friendships matters more than the quantity, your life will change for the best. Because I feel like back in high school and stuff like that, I used to always want to be in a crowd and just have a bunch of friends, and I wanted a lot of people to know me and stuff like that. But it's like now I care about how much you know and how much you can pour into me and how I can pour into you. You get what I'm saying? Because if I have a bunch of friends and I don't have anything in common with them and they just want to party and do things that I'm uninterested in, then it's like, what are we doing? What purpose are you serving in my life? You get what I'm saying? But if I have 2-3 friends, they're all business owners, content creators, women of Christ, and we all have things in common, and we can actually bounce ideas off each other and pour genuinely into each other, then that's way better than having 10,000 friends, okay? Okay. The next one is investing in yourself pays off. Whether it's courses, mentorship, wellness, self-investment brings returns. Now, this one is really, really good because I wanted to talk about courses in wellness, because one thing that I invested in this year was building my business. I've already spent money on my rebrand to get started with it. I hired a graphic designer. I'm getting a website made, photographers, and everything like that. Now, in the business aspect, of course, you're going to always want to invest in your business and switch things up. But also, it's okay to invest in yourself, wellness-wise. This year, something that I have, being 21, something that I have started doing was going to Pilates. And y'all, that Pilates membership is the best thing I could have done. I love Pilates, and not just because of the things it does to your body, but I love the community that it brings. And I love that it kind of allows me to just have something to look forward to. Like, I look forward to going to Pilates. I genuinely love Pilates. I go to the gym. I also invest in my health, so it also goes hand in hand with wellness. I invest in my health, buying sea moss, buying healthier foods, buying vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, just things that make me feel better. So definitely invest in yourself, whether it's business or wellness, because when you start pouring into yourself and you see those results paying off, that's going to give you more motivation to do even more things for yourself. And one thing I can tell y'all is that you will never regret an investment unless you have not planned it out and thought about it, you know? Because me, I knew I wanted to do Pilates. That's been the best investment of my life. So yeah, make sure you guys are investing in yourself, trying new things, learning new things, investing in things that can teach you, courses, mentorships, whatever it is. Use this year to invest in yourself, change your life. Just always understand that self-investment brings returns. You'll never lose. The next one is people will talk regardless, so you might as well do what's best for you. I definitely say this because I feel like a lot of us are held back from things we want to do because we allow the negativity to get to us. Something that I was scared to do this year was doing head talking videos and just saying what was on my mind. And honestly, that has changed my life because a lot of the things that I say are very impactful and has changed the lives of so many people. So I'm kind of glad that I started doing that. And I just felt like I was going to get so judged and things like that. But it's like, half of the time, the people that's judging you would never do anything that you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, the people that are judging you because they are scared to walk in your footsteps. Next one is healing isn't linear. Some days you feel on top of the world. Other days you feel like you're back at square one. Keep going. And I definitely love that I included this because one thing about me, I will have those random episodes where it's like I'm super depressed. I don't feel like doing anything. I'm unmotivated and I just want to be left alone. And then there's other days where it's like, no, girl, you need to get back on your grind. You need to get back on your hustle. You need to wake up at 6 a.m., go to Pilates, drink your lemon water. And it's just like, girl, period. But that's why I say healing isn't linear, because you're going to have those days where you don't feel like doing anything. But make sure that you understand your why and use that to keep you going. Your why is why you keep going. Why are you doing what you need to do? You get what I'm saying? What is your purpose and why are you striving to achieve it? The next one is going to be patience in business is everything. This is probably one of the biggest things that I've learned, honestly, because at 21 is when I decided to go all in and be a full-time business owner. And it took me a long time to believe in myself and believe that I was even capable of being a full-time business owner, because I always thought that it wasn't possible, especially for somebody who runs a skincare line, like clothing brand owners and stuff like that. Like, it's possible for y'all, but for somebody to own a skincare line and have their skincare line fund their entire life, that to me just wasn't believable at all. So I had a lot of self-doubt, but I just honestly had to learn that patience is the key. And you really have to fall in love with learning. I say this in every single one of my videos, but make sure you guys fall in love with learning. Use every day to learn something. Even if it's just you watching a podcast, putting on somebody's YouTube video and they're just teaching you something, just make sure you fall in love with learning, because once you become obsessed with learning, I swear that is the biggest superpower, because a lot of people are lazy, they procrastinate, and that's what's hindering them from reaching their fullest potential is learning. So yeah, patience in business was something I definitely had to learn, because even when I became a full-time business owner, y'all, I wasn't even making that much money. I really didn't start making that much money until I decided to quit my job and realize, like, okay, girl, this is real life. You have to be able to pay bills if you want to get your own apartment. So I went all in, y'all. I didn't stop. I went all in. I was learning new strategies. I was learning how to market. I was learning new ways to promote my business. I was just learning it all. Even now I'm learning, and I still have patience for myself. Your energy is currency. Protect it. If it drains you, it's too expensive. If anything is draining you, it is too expensive. Remove it from your life. One thing that I had to learn, especially since I am a girl who considers themselves living in a soft girl era or living a soft life, nothing will be in my life if it is draining me. And it goes back to the other point that I made when I had said set boundaries. This is why we set boundaries, so we don't get drained of our energy. Because as somebody who's trying to be successful in life and just grow, you cannot grow while you're constantly getting your energy drained. Your energy needs to be protected, and I want you guys to understand that your energy is most important, especially in your growth journey. Make sure that you are protecting your energy, you are protecting yourself, you're setting boundaries, and you understand that you are the prize. So the next one is discipline equals freedom. The more disciplined you are, the more freedom the more freedom you can create for yourself. And I say this because being better people is the lack of discipline that we have. And I would definitely say being a full-time business owner and being 21 and having my own apartment and paying bills and having to deal with customers, running my business full-time, packaging orders, and just having to stay on top of so many things at such a young age and being responsible for so much has honestly taught me that I had no other option but to be disciplined. I feel like once you understand that discipline is the key to freedom, you'll start taking your life a little bit more seriously, only because being disciplined is what 99% of people don't want to do. So be that 1% and be disciplined and actually chase after your goals and actually do things when you don't feel like doing it. Because I promise you, it'll be 100 people starting the same business that you're starting, but nobody will keep going. So you be that person that keeps going. A bunch of people will ask me how to start YouTube and how to create content and what do they need to do to up their business. All you need to do is be disciplined. All you need to do is get something and stay consistent at it. And you'll see the most results, I promise you. Next one is your presence matters more than perfection. Whether it's on social media, in business, or in life, show up as you are. And this was definitely something that I really had to take time to learn, because I'm always somebody who struggles with trying to find their style and try to figure out who I want to be and how I want to show up as myself. As I always say, I'm in a soft girl era and I want to be as soft as possible. I don't want to do anything strenuous in life. Life should just come easy for me and stuff like that. I always want to look my best, look the part. If I want to claim myself as a soft girl, baby, you need to look the part. I'm sorry, but the 25mm lashes gotta go. I don't even get 20mm lashes. Babes, I'm literally, my longest length is like 14. I started wearing shorter lashes, making sure my hair is done, it's kept up, even if it's not done, if I wear my natural hair. Making sure that I just look presentable and I feel good. If you look good, you feel good. Not going out with scarves and bonnets and stuff like that. Just making sure you're upkept. And I know that for some people that may be a little bit hard, but just make sure you try to leave your house looking your best. Probably get more opportunities looking presentable than looking bummy. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say. Your husband might be in public, sister, you don't even know. Next one is money flows where attention goes. What you focus on grows, especially in business. Money flows where attention grows. If you expect to make more money, you need to put more attention to it. All of my attention goes towards my business and my purpose in life and serving people. Okay, God has designed us to serve people and please Him. In every season of my life, I have dedicated the things that I've done to serve people as best as I possibly can, and I promise you that money will come. Do not focus yourself on the money. The money is there. I promise you, the money is there. If you love it, if you feel like it's your purpose, if you feel like that's what you're supposed to do in life, put all of your attention in it, and I promise you, the money will come. Next one is your gut never lies. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust yourself. And baby, the gut never lies. Y'all probably hear this all the time, but listen to your gut. Do not be like me and ever second guess yourself. Your gut is always right. Follow your gut, follow your heart. That's it. That's all. Next one, 16. Eating well affects everything. Energy, mood, clarity, and productivity. It all starts with what you put in your body. And I tell people this all the time because I own a skincare line. So don't be putting anything bad into your body and expecting your skin to be glowing from my products. No. What you put in your body is what you're going to get out. And I feel like this was something I also learned at 21 because, like I said, I got my apartment. So I had to kind of leave the junk food away and start pouring more into myself and more into the things that I'm eating. So this also goes back to investing in yourself, investing in your wellness and stuff like that. So I'm a big wellness girly. So when it comes to like teas, detoxes, anything, babes, let me know. Put me on. Okay. But yes, what you put in your body is definitely what you're going to get out. This season, I've definitely been focusing more on having better eating habits, because I promise y'all, eating better makes you feel better. I'm not even lying. Now, this next one is something I still have to tell myself all the time. Not pour from an empty cup. And that basically means you need to allow yourself to rest. You need to allow yourself to heal. You need to give yourself days to recharge, because as a business owner, this is coming from my personal experience. As a business owner, it's easy for me to experience burnout at random times, because I can have a random sale, I can have a random day when my business is blowing up, and I have the responsibility to take on all those orders, and I won't ask for help, because like I told y'all in the past, I like to be in control, I like to be independent, I like to do everything myself. And it's like, girl, if you're trying to live a soft girl life, why would you even try to do that to yourself? But you know, I just be going back to my old ways. But you cannot help anybody without helping yourself. So make sure you guys are pouring into yourself before you try to pour into anybody else, because you can't give anything. You can't give anything to anybody if you don't have it in you yourself. On to the next. Not every opportunity is the right one. Now I know, I think I said this. Your girl I've been trying to find friends. I've been trying to enter this era where I just got friends and stuff, trying to go out more and stuff like that. And one thing about me, I will try to go to every social event, and that's something that I had to learn that I don't need to do. Now that I've kind of had like some more discernment and prayed about a lot of things that I do and switched up my life, I have learned that not every opportunity is for me, and I don't need to take every opportunity, especially when you're somebody who's trying to start creating content. Know that every collab is not for you. Every interaction may not be for you. And that's why I be telling y'all to understand who you are and who you want to become. Because when you understand who you are and who you're set out to be, some of the decisions are easier for you to make. You get what I'm saying? Because if I desire to live a soft life, I desire to be a full-time business owner, a mom, a wife, and all that good stuff, why would I be hanging out with somebody or invest into an opportunity that does not align with my future? So make sure that you are understanding these opportunities before you take them, and you are fully thinking about them before you commit, before you go all in. The next one is you're capable of more than you think. And I say this simply because I was somebody who thought my business would never get off the ground. I would never be able to have like these large months, or these months where I'm just having a bunch of orders. But recently last month, I was able to get 500 orders in just 28 days. And that is insane. So I included that in here because I had to understand that I was capable of more than I think, because every time God has proven me that I am able to accomplish the things that he set out for me to do. I'm able to do these things. You get what I'm saying? And he's equipped me with the tools to do so. So understand that you are capable of more than you think. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. Believe in yourself and actually put in the work. Once you do all these things, promise you won't never fail. Now, the last two things that I'm going to leave with you guys. One is going to build your relationship with Christ. And I'm going to tell y'all this because I've been on my walk with Christ for about a year now. I believe I got baptized like around April 24th-ish. So a little bit after I turned 21, I started my walk with Christ, and I truly felt like this has been the best journey, the best year of my life thus far. So we're almost hitting a year. And I just want to remind you guys that this has been so beautiful. I've learned so much about myself, as you guys can see, and as you guys have heard. I've learned so much about myself, and I feel like, honestly, taking my leap of faith has been amazing. Trying to trust in God and understand him even when I don't understand him, and learning about him and learning about the things he's done for, just learning about him has been such a blessing. I have experienced things, I've gone through things, and I have got through things. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I wouldn't have gotten through anything if it wasn't for God. I'm just so grateful that I've been even able to share my experience with you guys. And I hope that you guys learned a lot from this video. The last thing I'm going to tell you guys is to keep going. That is the last thing I'm going to tell you guys. And I am saying this because I know that there may be a lot of you guys watching who don't know their purpose in life, who may not know what they're doing, who may not know what the next steps of their life looks like. And I just want to tell you to keep going, keep believing in yourself, keep trying, and never give up. If you don't journal now, I definitely recommend you guys journaling. I personally just journal my feelings. I journal about my day. I ask God for clarity about things, ask him for guidance. I put whatever I want in my journal, and I've been journaling since I was 12. So take it from me and understand that journaling, I swear by it. So yeah, if you guys haven't gotten anything from this video, understand that God loves you and so do I. And hope you guys stay tuned for the next video, which will be our maintenance vlog, because look at these nails, look at my lashes, and look at my hair. Your girl's birthday is April 1st, and I cannot wait to show you guys all the footage I get from my birthday. And I love you guys lots. Bye, y'all.